なるほどな。魔女じゃなく、ベアトリーチェという名の愛人が島に存在していたわけか。つまり、人間は18人以上いる。ということは、18人全員に不可能だから魔法犯罪であるという図式は崩せるわけだ。
But we already covered this in the first episode. When we were locked up inside the study with Natsuhi, we already talked about this.
これは大きい情報だぜ。
失礼いたします。マトラ様、紅茶とクッキーはいかがですか？
Beato's butler, who called himself Runaway, appeared out of nowhere. A plate set on a silver tray that he held was filled with delicious-looking, steaming black tea and cookies. Honestly, I would say no, just because of what happened with Rosa back there. I really don't like this guy's smile. For some reason, it doesn't look like a smile used to warmly greet a guest. It feels like he's mocking me somehow. I don't know if he really takes me for an idiot, or if it's just a joke or something, but it's really irritating me.
いらねえよ。俺は今取り込み中なんだ。放っておいてくれ。
おやおや、それは美味しく焼けたクッキーなのに、とても残念です。人間ごときにはもったいないくらいに素敵に焼き上がった。それは素敵なクッキーなのに。
They're probably not even real, so who cares?
気が向いたら食ってやるぜ。その辺に置いて、とっととうせな。
さようでございますか。それでは、そのようにいたしますよ。冷めてからお召し上がりになって、焼きたてを召し上がらなかったことを、存分に後悔なされると良いでしょう。
いちいちうるさいやつだな。まあ、耳元で気色悪くケラケラ笑うベアトのやつよりゃ数段マシだがよ。
いえいえ、まったく。お嬢様の笑い声は時折実に品がありません。
That's putting it lightly.
それを聞くたびに、なぜ私ほどの高貴な悪魔があのようなものを主にしなければならないのか、理解に苦しむのでございますよ。
変なやつだな。そんなに嫌なら使えなきゃいいだろうが。
それでもなおお使いするのが家具の喜びなのでございますよ。それでなくては家具は務まりません。それはさておき、ゲームの方はいかがでございますか？先ほど良い情報を見つけたようなことを言われ、お喜びになられていたようですが。
It seems weirdly inconsistent whether or not Battler can actually see the things that he's not around for, or what. Because, like, that part was just a discussion between the siblings. That wasn't any, Battler himself wasn't around for that. But, I don't know. But then there's other parts, like Canon's murder, and Canon and Shannon's murder. Or no, not Shannon, Canon and Jessica's murders, where like he clearly didn't see it because he was reacting it in a way that he would not if he had actually seen it. So it's just hard to tell.
さてさて、どのような朝知恵が思いついたやら。
As Runaway mocked me and giggled, he followed my earlier words literally and placed the black tea and cookies in a random spot nearby.
お方、19人目の存在に自信を深めたからでございましょう。よろしければ、ぜひご講説をお聞かせ願いますか？
ああ、いいぜ。どうせベアトの前で改めて言うしな。隠す必要もないさ。いいか、 この島に隠し屋敷があって愛人を住まわせていたらしいんだ。となりゃ俺を苦しめてきた18人なのか19人なのかって疑問は簡単に決着する。
バトラ様は魔女を否定するくせに、18人の中にも犯人を求められないダブルスタンダードの袋小路に自らを追い込まれました。
魔女を否定する最も簡単な方法は18人全員のアリバイはそう簡単には揃わない。常に一人くらいはアリバイの脆い人間が生まれる。俺はそいつを生贄にすることで常に魔女を否定し続けることもできるだろう。しかしそれは断固拒否する。ああ、ダメだぜ。全然ダメだ。18人はみんな俺にとって親たちや親戚たちやいとこたち、そして真面目だったり面白かったりする頼もしい使用人の人たちだ。俺はその人たちの誰を生贄にすることも許せない。かつて俺はその決意があやふやだった。だからその心の弱さをベアトに疲れたんだ。
自らの弱点を認め理解する、なかなかできることではありません。バトラ様は19人目が存在する説を槍にする。槍というよりは盾でしょうかな。いずれにせよこれまでのゲームでの無策と違い、戦い方に指針を持たれるのは劇的飛躍と申せましょう。これでバトラ様は敬愛する18人を疑わずに存分に19人目を疑い、人間犯人説を追求できるわけでございます。
I feel like this is going a little too well, like they're setting us up to knock us down here.
そういうことさ。最初のゲームのカノン君が殺されたボイラー室とか他にも19人目が存在していたなら迷う必要なんかないトリックはいくつもある。
In the very first game, Kanon-kun was killed in the boiler room. One might think he was attacked by Kumasawa-san, who had gone down into the boiler room with him. Or maybe that someone had appeared to be dead earlier, was faking and had ambushed him. Either way, it was a move that forced me to suspect one of the 18. However, by simply proposing that a 19th person existed, there was no longer any need to suspect one of the 18 for that murder in the boiler room.
つまり18人の誰にも無理だからイコール犯人は魔女という図式だけだ。否定することができるわけさ。
Using this argument, it's easy to explain, for example, the problematic case that has already occurred in this game. Who gave Maria the letter? Even if all 18 people have alibis, I could easily explain everything by saying that a 19th person must have visited her and given her the letter.
ふむふむ、とても良い一手だと思いますよ。私だったらどう切り返しましょうか。たとえバトラ様が理解されたとしても未だに弱点は健在。18人攻めは有効な手でしょうね。バトラ様の守りがどの程度か確かめる意味でも改めてそこをつくのも面白いかもしれません。
ならどう来る？悪魔の執事。
バトラ様が刺された19人目の駒を迎え撃つのが妥当でございましょう。バトラ様は19人目にお会いしておりませんね。19人目が存在する証拠をお願いできますかな。
甘えぜ。もちろんその差し手で来るだろうことは読んでいる。
それは 受けてをお願いいたします。
Well, you don't really have to. I mean, it's a devil's proof, so we can't prove that it doesn't exist.
魔女だの悪魔だの、お前らにこれほどふさわしい一手はないぜ。それがこいつ、悪魔の証明さ。
When you try to make some claim to humans like us, we always counterattack by telling you to show some proof. Because that's a human move. But I'm fighting with a witch. I mean, you just admitted it. She's a witch. You lost. No, I don't know. I'm taking part in a battle with someone who isn't human. And some moves exist that can only be used in a game against a witch. There are cheat moves, and that's what this devil's proof is. Because it's impossible to prove. Let's assume that there's a hidden mansion on Rokkenjima separate from the Yoshinomiya family mansion, and that a woman named Beatrice lives there. In order to prove this, one must find this mansion and actually bring Beatrice out of it. That's called actual proof in the human world. However, if we follow the rules of the devil's proof, you can't deny that she exists, even if there's no proof that she does. Because it's impossible to prove that something doesn't exist. That's right. I'm finally able to turn the tables using this devil's proof, which tormented me so much before. Those guys were always trying to force me to accept the existence of the witch with it. After all, it was physically impossible for me to show any proof that witches don't exist and deny Beato's claims. That's why I kept getting hit with the reckless argument that witches do exist and was unable to counterattack. And that's why I'll spin the chessboard around right now. If I can't disprove the existence of witches, then that means if I suggest that a 19th human exists, you can't deny that either. In other words, because this problematic and mysterious mistress is craftily hiding herself, it'd be perfectly natural if you never found her no matter how hard you looked. So you can't say that your inability to find this 19th person proves that she doesn't exist. Therefore, it's impossible to deny the 19th person's existence. Beato used the devil's proof to make denying her own existence impossible. But this time, it's become my weapon. If we can get away with this argument, then forget just the 19th person. This island could be full of people we don't know about, and even if there were 10 or 100 of them, she still couldn't deny that they existed. In the last game and the one before that, among the murder scenes that showed up, there were several that were extremely intricate and must have taken a lot of effort to set up. It's really hard to imagine a single culprit setting up all of those. However, if not just a 19th person, but 10 or 100 people were hidden somewhere, that wouldn't be any problem at all. If they all split up the work, they could handle any job in a short period of time. Of course, doubts will naturally arise as to whether a large group of people like that could sneak around the mansion without being noticed, but those are all settled by the devil's proof. You can't deny that even 100 people were there just because they weren't seen or noticed. Even though I'm saying it myself, it's such a stupid argument that it makes me want to throw up. However, because it's such a dirty move, it's a perfect one to use against a witch. Well, this is just my imagination, but what if about 100 suspicious men wearing goat masks were hiding in the shadows? Something like that. It's worse than laughable, almost like they're cockroaches. If you see one, it means there's 100 more hiding somewhere.
まあ、へりくつまみれの暴論だとは思うぜ。相手が人間だったなら、寝言を言うなと怒鳴られるところだろうよ。だが、俺の相手は魔女だ。
I mean, it's true, like, once you operate on the standards of not requiring proof, then you can use that against her.
そして、俺たちがやってるのはそういう勝負なんだろう。どんな暴論であろうとも、人間で説明をつけ、魔女を否定する。とにかく、この一手で俺は、二度と親しい18人のみんなを疑わなくて済む。
That is until Beatrice comes out in red and says, "There are only 18 people on this island." And then it's like, uh-oh. Now what?
俺は二度と前回の失敗は繰り返さない。
なるほど。前回の失敗を学ばれているのですね。良いことですよ。さすがに3度もゲームを重ねると容量が良くなるものです。まずは自陣の守りを固める。実に堅実な処方です。なかなかの妙手と思いますよ。
まあ19人目の人物を仮定したとしても、マスターキーの本数などのように何人人間を増やしてもクリアできないトリックも残ってる。しかしとりあえずの初手としては悪くないはずだ。
バトラ様の切り札、19人目の人物という大駒、証拠はあるのかとの私の一手に、バトラ様は悪魔の証明で反撃。良い攻防です。お嬢様のおられないところで勝手に手を進めてしまうのは申し訳ないのですが、私も少し面白くなってきてしまったところです。お嬢様に代わりさらに一手進めさせていただきましょうか。
Uh-oh. I don't like the sound of this.
来いよ。魔女だろうと悪魔だろうと相手に不足はね
え。バトラ様の刺された一手、これは私ども悪魔のお箱でございますが、他にも私どもにはいくつもの手がございます。ヘンペルのカラスという一手はご存知ですかな？
No. No, I don't. I actually have never heard of that.
ヘンペルのカラス？何の話だ？
Is it something like Russell's teapot? Just then, that enraging laugh I've heard so many times started echoing. The room was filled with dazzling golden butterflies, and in the center of that whirlwind, the Golden Witch appeared.
これはお嬢様、おはようございます。
わらわのいないところで何やら面白そうなことをしていると思えば、ヘンペルのカラスか。なんとも笑える懐かしい一手よ。よもやバトラに披露する日が来ようとはな。それは悪魔の証明に並ぶ古典的一手だ。ロノウェイ、それはわらわが指す一手ぞ。わらわの楽しみを減らしてくれるな。
出やがったな、ゲラゲラ魔女め。相変わらず下品に笑いやがって。こいつもお前のこと笑い方に品がねえって陰口言ってたぜ。なあ、
それは心外な。本当か？
そうもない。心より尊敬申し上げているお嬢様に、この私めがどうしてそのような陰口を申せましょうか。
よくもシャーシャーと言えるもんだな。お前とは仲良くなれそうにないぜ。
まあよい。話を戻そう。ヘンペルのカラスは実証を待遇的に行ってみせる。つまりこういう手だ。カラスが黒いことを証明するにはどうすればいい？
I can think of a few things. You either have the definition of black, just like axiomatically, and then you look at the raven and see that it's black, and there we go. That's proof that the raven's black. I guess you could also think of it like black is the absence of any color, so maybe you look at it and see that it doesn't have any colors, so it must be black, or something like that.
あ？何の話だ？ カラスが黒いことを証明って、カラスを捕まえてきて色が黒いことを確認すりゃいいだけの話だろ。
その通り。カラスイコール黒いを証明すればよい。ということは、黒くない鳥イコールカラスではないを証明しても同じ論法になるのがわかるかな？
But you can't prove that, because you would have to find every bird in existence, which you can't do.
世界中のカラスでない鳥をすべて調べ、それらが黒くないことを証明すれば。
And you also can't do that because crows exist, and they aren't ravens.
それは結果的に、故に黒い鳥はカラスである。
Or like ostriches. There's black ostriches, and like plenty of other black birds.
これを対偶論法という。そなたには難しいか？
Yeah, honestly, I have no idea what she's talking about right now. I'm not following it.
ああ、まったく何言ってやがるのかさっぱりだ。
バトラ様、こういう例え話はいかがでしょう。2つの箱があり、片方は当たりでクッキーが入っているといたします。
Okay, so you're just saying that we know automatically that one of them is a winner with a cookie inside, which is not how the real world works, but we can say that in this example we know that.
もちろん、もう片方は外れで空っぽです。
For example, here are two boxes, where one has a cookie inside and means you win, while the other is empty and means you lose. At this moment, it has a cookie inside equals you win, which implies that you do not win equals it had no cookie inside. When such a relationship exists, the latter is called the contrapositive. When if A then B is true, then if not B then not A is also true. I'm not so sure about this actually. I'm gonna need like a minute to just think about this. Yeah, I guess it does work. Because we're saying that both sides are equal. Both sides are the same, right? A is the same as B. Then if not B, then you don't have A. I was thinking more like, for example, like all cars have wheels. But that doesn't mean that if something doesn't... Wait, no, actually it does mean that if something doesn't have wheels, then it's not a car. So, yeah, actually, this does make sense. Alright. There we go. There's my logic demonstration. I don't know.
そりゃ当然だろう。もし選んだ方が外れだったなら、もう片方は自動的に当たりってことになる。
But that's still assuming that you know for a fact that one of them is a winner and one of them is a loser. You have to establish that beforehand.
つまり、箱を適当に選び、当たりを引こうと外れを引こうと、最初の一手でどっちの箱にクッキーが入っているか特定できるわけだ。
その通り。開けた箱にクッキーが入っていたなら、悪魔の証明を満たす。この箱は当たり、イコール、この箱にはクッキーが入っている。をまさに実証できるわけだ。
So I guess in order for this to work, in order for this whole move that Beatrice is trying to pull to work in this situation, she has to be able to like use a red statement to prove that A equals B, right? That's the only way that this can possibly work.
しかし、開けた箱が空っぽだったなら、この時は逆にヘンペルのカラスを満たす。 この箱にクッキーが入っていないイコールこの箱は当たりではないとなるのだから。そしてそれは箱が2つしかないことを前提としている限り、もう片方の箱が自動的に当たりであることを対偶的に示している。
ま、なんとなく理屈は分かったぜ。毒を制するには毒、へりくつにはへりくつってわけだ。それで俺の島には19人目の人間が隠れているに違いないから、18人全員にアリバイがあってもそれは魔女を認めることにはならないをどう切り返して。
よかろう。わらわの手は教えよう。まずそなたは18人の中に犯人はいないイコールならば犯人は19人目としている。
Okay, so that's our A equals B. I can accept that.
ならば待遇としてこうなるわけだ。つまり犯人は19人目ではないイコールならば18人の中に犯人がいる。
Yeah, if you could somehow prove that the culprit is not a 19th person, then yeah.
はあ？なんだと？それはどういう意味だ？
そなたの指し手を逆手に取っただけだがな。そう難しい話ではあるまい。ロノウェ、説明せよ。そなたのさっきのクッキーの箱の例えはバトラに分かりやすいらしい。
それでは僭越ながら先ほどの例え話でもう一度ご説明させていただきます。
Allow me to repeat my earlier story about two treasure boxes, one of which has a cookie in it. In this situation, you have an 18-person box and a 19th-person box. So the cookie represents the culprit. Battler-sama, let's say that you open the 18-person box. Because the cookie is not there, you have paradoxically proven that therefore the cookie is in the 19th-person box. Then, that lets us make an even more paradoxical claim. In other words, if it was first shown that the 19th person box was empty, it would prove at the same time that the cookie is in the 18-person box. Battler-sama played this move in order to avoid having to doubt any of the 18, but it's now being used to prepare an 18-person attack.
なんだと？
わらわが19人目の箱の中身が空っぽであることを先に証明すれば。
Yeah, okay, so that's basically what I was saying before, that she just has to say in red that there is no 19th person, or that the 19th person, if there is one, is not the culprit.
そなたは自動的に18人の箱の中にクッキーがあることを認めなければならないということになる。
What I don't understand is why Beatrice wants him thinking that the culprit is one of the 18, when he should be thinking that the culprit is a witch. That's his win condition, is that the culprit is not a witch. So
そなたはそれを逆の言い方で口にしたに過ぎんのだぞ。
つまり俺の自信満々の一手は同時に諸刃の剣でもあるってわけか。
well, only if you can prove somehow that there's no 19th person, which would have crumbled your argument no matter what, of course.
その通りよ。そなたの19人目で全てを説明する一手は 18人でしか説明できないことを認めざるを得ないリスクを背負っている。
I see. Tempo's Raven. So this is a countering technique? Wait, if I really think about it, this counter is really disadvantageous for me. This isn't a cookie we're talking about. If I imagine that the loser treasure chest actually has a bomb in it, it gets even clearer. And there aren't just 2 treasure chests, but 18 plus 1 more for the 19th person. If you think of it as a total of 19 boxes, it gets even easier to picture. First off, one of the premises of the human culprit theory is that the bomb will definitely be in one of these boxes. I didn't want to place the bomb in the boxes for any of the 18, so I used the Devil's Proof, and created the 19th person box so I could throw the bomb in there. That much was fine, but then Beato struck back. Now if the contents of the 19th person box are empty, that'll automatically mean that the bomb's in one of the other 18 boxes. If I could examine what's inside all 18 of those boxes, then as long as I can show that the bomb isn't in any of them, I'll be able to safely show that the 18 are innocent. If that were possible, I'd have nothing to fear. However, in reality, that'll be almost absolutely impossible. I think I see what they're getting at here. So basically, they're saying that there's a 1 in 19 chance that there's a 19th person, or that the culprit is not one of the 18. So basically, it's just extremely unlikely. The police wouldn't come here in this typhoon. We don't have access to scientific investigations or experts or anything. In short, we can't prove anything decisively. It'll be impossible for me to find any proof of it other than simply gulping down whatever alibis each of the 18 give. That means I personally have to prove their innocence, and I have to do it perfectly. Like by staying with them the whole time, never letting them out of my sight for a second. By doing that, I could probably be sure of that person's innocence. Sure that the bomb isn't in their box. However, in practical terms, that'll be impossible. In other words, I'd have to expend an incredible effort just to check the contents of one box, and there are 18 of them. In other words, unless I bound all 18 of them in chains and watch over them, it'll be impossible to prove that all of them have empty boxes. However, Beto only has to open one box, the 19th person box, and show that it's empty to prove that the bomb's in one of the other 18 boxes. Yeah, but proving that there's no 19th person is such an astronomically more difficult task, unless you're a witch, and you can just speak in red and say that that's not the case, I guess. Furthermore, there's no need for her to show which of the 18 boxes has the bomb. I've got 18 times more work to do to explain my pet theory than Beatrice does for hers.
World の中には悪魔の証明がそうであるように、反論に膨大な手間がかかり、事実上不可能であるケースが少なくない。
I feel like this is sophistry, though. Like, this doesn't actually work. This isn't a counter-argument.
しかし、ヘンペルのカラスはその問題を逆手に取り、容易に実証することを可能とする。
Because, no, it doesn't really work. Even just going back to the raven example, you cannot just examine every single bird in the world and say that it's not black and therefore it's not a raven. Like, that's not practical. That's not something you can really do.
ヘンペルのカラスを使えば様々な暴論が実証可能なんです。例えば私以外の人間イコール愚かであるという命題があったとします。
So then you'd have to find one human that's not foolish, that's not you, and then that would prove that incorrect.
これを証明するには本来私を除く全人類を調べ愚かであることを証明しなければなりません。
No, you wouldn't. That's not how that works.
しかし何十億人も調べるなど 現実には不可能でしょう。バトラ様の18箱を開ける手間と全く同じです。
しかしヘンペルのカラスならば、その命題は待遇的にこう変換される。つまり私以外の人間イコール愚かであるをそなた風に言うならば、チェス盤をひっくり返し、愚かではないイコール私として証明してもよいということだ。つまりどういうことだと思う？
If you prove that they're foolish, then you don't have to investigate everyone else. But really, all you need to do is find one other foolish person, or one other non-foolish person, and that would satisfy the condition or that would prove that false.
わらわが聡明であるという事実を知るだけで、全人類は愚かであることの何十億人分もの証明が直ちに終了してしまうわけだ。全人類がわらわよりも愚かであることをわずか1秒もかけずに証明終了できる。世界最強最速の QED ヘンペルのカラス。
なんつう暴論だよ。
これはとてもとても便利な一手ですよ。
They're really like beating around the bush here. They really have not explained even remotely how exactly it's convenient. Like,
悪魔どころか神々も好む一手です。幸福であるイコール神のしもべを命題とするとき、待遇は神のしもべでない人間イコール幸福であってはいけないとなります。つまり神のしもべがその加護によって幸福であることを実証するためには、
I see. So they just point to people who aren't servants of God and they say, look what happened to that guy. He's clearly not blessed. So he's clearly not protected. So this happened because he didn't believe strong enough.
その加護を受けぬ人々が不幸であることを実証すればいいわけです。
Like, I get the idea behind this. I'm just not sure how relevant it is to this situation yet.
そして彼らは自らの神を信じない人々を不幸に突き落とすことで自らの幸福を実証する。
I'm also worried that like a lot of these examples might be getting mixed up a little in translation because a lot of them seem really iffy.
人に幸福を与えるには莫大なコストがかかる。しかし人を不幸にするのに必要なコストははるかに安上がりだ。つまりヘンペルのカラスを使えば神々は実に低コストで信者に加護の喜びを与えられるわけよ。
Either way, Hempel's Raven is definitely going to be something that I look up afterwards, because, like, I need to see how that actually is used in the real world. Because right now it doesn't seem useful to me at all. It seems like it's full of holes, and it seems like it's not actually logical, even remotely.
悪魔だ。悪魔の理論だ。めちゃくちゃだ。
話がそれてしまったようだな。そろそろ話を戻そうぞ。わらわの反撃の一手は以上だ。
No, it's not.
そなたの19人目が犯人だから18人は無実で魔女も存在しない。ならば19人目が犯人でないことを証明できたら18人か魔女のどちらかが犯人ということで確定するぞ。
Alright, there we go. That's... yeah, okay. So, how are you going to actually do that, though? You just gonna say in red that the culprit is not a 19th person?
との確認だ。
For a while, I just stood there, shocked, completely forgetting to close my mouth. Like, I feel like she's trying to intimidate Battler into not making this argument, but until she actually... I feel like he should be going with this, he should be running with this until she actually proves that. Because if nothing else, it'll be progress. Just when I'd thought I'd countered one of their strong points, their counterattack had been this reckless argument that I couldn't possibly have anticipated. Is this going to be impossible after all? To continue denying the witch on an island with no more than 18 people, and still believe in the innocence of those 18 people? Is that just a delusion? Am I just trying to escape reality? Not yet. Don't give up this desperate struggle yet. See, like, I feel like right now is when Battler's gonna turn this on its head and just say, yeah, so what? Yeah, prove it. And then maybe she will. And then at that point, well, I don't know what we're gonna do, but this is still something that we should be calling her out on. Like, we should not just let her insist that this is, like, the argument, a good argument for her. She could be bluffing. Who cares about whoever's Raven? They're just trying to confuse me by bringing up weird bits of trivia. I use the devil's proof. Don't feel uncertain about something you've used once. Believe in the spear you've drawn, and then forcefully gouge it in.
まだまだ序盤だぞ。この程度で長考するつもりか？
いや、待て。確認するぞ。確かに俺は分かりやすく19人目という言い方をしたが、悪魔の証明によって18人以上人間を増やせるなら、それは10人いるか100人いるかもわからない。不特定多数ということだ。
See, I feel like this is gonna clarify, like, clear up all my doubts of this, because he's gonna bring up all the flaws that I was thinking in my head of this, which is like, you don't have 19 boxes, you have, like, infinity boxes. And then 18, and then Battler only has 18, but she could have, like, a potential infinite amount of boxes to check.
お前が想定する人数より常に一人多い。わかるか?
They countered my twisted logic with something even more twisted. So the only thing that could counter that would be even crazier twisted logic.
なるほど。わらわが19人目のアリバイを何らかの方法で証明したとしても、その瞬間にそなたは20人目を生み出し犯人だと主張する。これを無限に繰り返すことによって、わらわは永遠に彼らのアリバイの証明が終えられないというわけか。
I mean, I thought we were already taking that into account, but I guess we weren't.
なるほど、なるほど。さながらイナゴの大群を呼び出す魔王よな。さすがは金蔵の孫よ。召喚術の才能には恵まれていると見える。
つまり18人以外の存在 X は常にアリバイを証明することが不可能なんだ。どうだベアト。
Which was exactly my point from the beginning. So yeah, I'm glad that he caught up.
ヘリクス合戦だと分かれば俺も負けねえぜ。
愚かしいぞ。わらわを誰と心得る。わらわこそは無限の魔女。そのわらわに無限にて挑むとは片払いたいわ。無限を操ることはつまり無限を殺すこともできるということ。
Oh, I just thought about this, but what if she just, like, literally kills off the entire rest of the world? Actually, I don't think that would work, because we had those endings afterwards that, like, said, like, the police came and investigated, so yeah, that doesn't really work at all. Never mind.
わらわが19人目を切れば20人目を切れば 21人目を切れば22人目を切れば23人目を呼び34人目を呼び6計4358兆2235億7967万3204人目を呼びわらわを永遠に翻弄で生きるとでも無限交代とは笑わせる。わらわに無限は通じぬわ。
ほう、ならばどうやってこの俺の無限を殺すんだよ。見せてみろよ。
わらわには真実を赤で語る力があろうが。
来やがったな。
Yep. This is what I was afraid of.
わらわが赤で語るとき、そこには一切の幻想がない。わらわがこの島には100人しかいないと一言赤で語れば、そなたにはもはや101人目を生み出すことは叶わぬのだ。
But you still haven't done it. You still haven't actually confirmed whether there are 19 people or not.
ほーら、バトラ。今度はどんな真実を赤で語ってみせようか。どんな拠り所を叩き切って、そなたを絶望に突き落としてやろうか。そうら、いつもの怯えた顔を見せてみるがいい。
Take the risk.
なにそなた、笑うか。
I wonder what kind of creepy look I had on my face as I laughed right then. That red sure is scary. Every time it jumps out, I'm driven into the depths of hopelessness. But I've already realized something. There's no need to be overly afraid of the red.
また抜きやがったな。殿下の方。それで今度はベアトリーチェ様は何をどう赤で語ってくださるってんだ。
それはどういう意味か。急に余裕を見せよって。
悪いが、その真っ赤な宝刀は俺も抜いてくれるのを待ってたんだ。さて、お前は今度は何を赤で宣言してくれるんだ。言っとくが、そいつは自爆だぜ。その時点でお前は魔女説を自ら捨てたも同然。
Exactly. So she would have to say the culprit is not a 19th person. Or there are no more than 18 humans on the island.
まさに棟梁だ。
Because remember, at any time, even if you like force Battler back to the there are only 18 people, you have to suspect one of the 18. He can do that. He can retreat back to that at any time. He doesn't want to, but he can. But when it comes to whether or not there's a witch, well, all he has to prove is that there's no witch. Or all he has to do is prove that there can be a solution of any kind other than a witch.
確かに俺にとっても。
That's right. The red wasn't always a weapon that worked in Beato's favor alone. It was the other way around. If she used it the wrong way, it was dangerous enough that she could bring about her own death. If she used it carelessly and said something that ended up denying herself, that'd be exactly the same as self-destructing.
18人の中に犯人がいると赤で言われることは受け入れたくない悲しい事実さ。たとえ誰が犯人であっても俺はきっと辛い気持ちになるだろうぜ。だが人間が犯人だとお前が赤で語ることはお前の棟梁宣言にも等しい。お前が俺と差し違えても相打ちにしたいってんならそれも面白い一手だろうぜ。だが この勝負は俺の勝ちで終わる。
Beatrice's red was her true trump card. You know, I always wondered how this whole talking in red thing would work in like a physical sense. But now that they're showing like she has like this red sword or something that she swings, maybe it's like she actually has like letters physically appear in front of her and they're red. And that's what she means by saying something in red. I've heard that there's actually an anime of this, and it's done by Studio Dean, so I don't think it's probably very good, but I don't know. But anyway, I imagine that's probably what they did in that, is just have like the letters appear in like giant kanji in front of her or something. Something like that. When that person speaks in red, it's definitely the truth, and no amount of proof or counter-arguments can change that. Until now, she's used that to severely wound me, and each time, the tiny foundation supporting my heart gets split in half. However, if she uses it carelessly, then I can also glean a little information about the truth. In the last game, I used that to my advantage, especially during the chapel's closed room trick, and almost completely got her boxed in at one point. Which is still the main reason I'm so confused. The fact that she was so flustered about that means that she must not be real. Otherwise, why would she not just say in red that she's real or something? I don't know. But she was pretty sly herself. She learned from experience, and since then she's started using discretion in the timing of her red. This feeling of tension was almost literally like a battle with real swords. This is a high-level intellectual battle. No, not an intellectual battle. This really is twisted logic. This was the world's craziest and worst battle of twisted logic.
さあ、今度はお前の手番だぜ。そうさ。お前のヘンペルのカラスを使うには、まず18人以外に何人の人間がいるのかを赤で確定させる必要がある。
Well, actually, she doesn't necessarily. She can confirm that they're... Like, even if she says that the culprit is not a 19th person, that doesn't mean that no 19th person exists. Doesn't mean that there's no 19th person that's an accomplice, and so on.
その上で、それらの人間について、さらに赤で犯人でないことを宣言したならば、なるほど。こいつは俺にとって致命傷になるだろうぜ。
あれほど怯えていた赤を、もはやみじんも怯えぬとはな。たくましいやつよ。
抜いてみろよ。殿下の宝刀。バッサリ決まって、今度こそ俺を屈服できるかもしれねえぜ。
面白い。こうでなくてはな。
Agitate her, challenge her, drive her into a corner to make her speak in red. Of course, her red's always wiping out my only rays of hope, but don't be afraid of that. On this island, overcome with falsehoods and illusions, the only thing I can trust is the information she speaks in red. I mean, realistically, we can't really trust that either, but we're just saying that for the sake of things, for this to even be a game, like, for this to even be a fair game, with a winner and loser that's fair, then you have to trust it, because if we just don't trust it, then we have to doubt the legitimacy of the entire game, and then at that point we could just deny the entire thing. It's my only way across the chasm of hell. Just a single tightrope. Her merciless blood-red blade is the only way I can survive. This isn't just walking on a tightrope, it's like literally walking on the edge of a blade. Of course, I'm afraid, because my victory condition is the denial of witches, then, to use her contrapositive logic, the culprit must be a human. But I didn't want to search for a culprit amid the 18. That's what made me stick to a weak position, since I I had to claim that both that it couldn't be a witch and that it couldn't be one of the 18. Last time I was unable to understand that, so that's where she hit me, leaving me tattered and defeated. But that's okay. Let her hit me. Let her attack. No problem. Someone said it once in an old sword-fighting movie, that a good fortress has one and only one intentionally weak point. The enemy would gather there, they would be lured there, and that would be where the actual battle took place. As long as I understood my weak points, and as long as she wanted to attack those weak points, it was as if luring her into launching an attack there. Gauge the distance between us with care, retreating step by step, make them move forward. The more she recklessly flourished that red, the more chances I would get to strike back. Don't be afraid of the red. Keep her cornered so that she'll have no choice but to refute me with the red. No matter how oppressively she speaks in red, that's right, that red itself is the same as fresh blood leaking from her wounds.
さあ、どうしたよ。まずはこの島に合計で何人いるのか。赤で語ってもらおうじゃねえか。さもないと、お前のカラスは俺に切り込めないぜ。
破れかぶれがこうもやりにくいとは。捨て身というやつはいつの時代も侮れんな。やはり金蔵の孫か。追い詰められれば追い詰め不敵。
Runaway clears his throat.
膠着しましたね。せっかくの紅茶も冷めてしまい、お嬢様。
Runaway, who was supposed to be her ally, roguishly rushed her into making her next move. Beato probably thought she'd managed to smile back and appear confident, but she couldn't hide the sweat building up on her forehead. She couldn't hide the sweat building up on her forehead. By now, she had completely lost the confident feeling that had allowed her to turn her nose up at her worthless opponent. Of course, she probably wouldn't be cornered by something like this. We have to not forget that Lambda Delta is helping her, and that could come in at any point, and we have no idea what form that'll take, so yeah. She's just being cautious. Up until now, I've been inexperienced. I didn't know how to fight, and I wasn't strong enough to be her opponent. However, now that we've reached the third game, she's realized that I'm starting to become more skilled, and she's grown more cautious, thinking every move over carefully. Sure, that's just fine, Beatrice. Sorry to keep you waiting. Are you happy now?
面白くなってきたぜ。
バトラ
拉致が開かねえな。なら、ズバッと気持ちよく、いつものやつで行こうじゃねえか。
ほう、いつものやつとな。
You know, the routine where I point at you and tell you to say it in red. And the really good music starts playing.
ならば頼もうではないか。あれを聞かぬと、やはり始まった気がせぬわ。
The first move was mine.
行くぜ、ベアト。副将要求。この島には18人しかいない。こいつを赤で言われちまったら、俺は18人の誰かを疑わざるを得ない。19人目の仕業にはもうできず、八方塞がりさ。だが、俺は18人の中に犯人が絶対にいないと信じてる。あんな残酷な殺人を18人の誰にも起こせるものか。
I mean, if we're just talking about me, I don't believe that for a second. I believe almost anyone in there is capable of murder, given the right conditions.
繰り返すぞ。副将要求。この島には18人しかいない。
拒否する。理由は明かさない。
Because it's possible there is a 19th person, but they're not the culprit. Phew, I'd avoided what would have been the worst red for me. If she'd repeated that, I'd be faced with those two worst choices of accepting the witch or suspecting one of the 18. Like last time, all over again. But Beato hadn't proclaimed my ultimate and greatest weakness in red. She refused to repeat it, even though there was no reason for her not to strike. Even though it was a weakness she should have been drooling at. She hadn't sliced me up with red by using that move, which should have been as good as forking a rook and the king. This was a big sign of my advantage. That's right. Culprit isn't one of the 18. I won't suspect anyone. Just don't fall for this false hope. Just be careful. And since the culprit isn't a witch either, it means a 19th person exists on this island. And that's you, a person who, as grandfather's mistress of 30 years, has been secretly living in a hidden mansion in the forest for a long, long time. The human Beatrice.
そうさ。お前は魔女なんかじゃない。この島に何十年も隠れ住んできた。ただの人間なんだ。
1000年を経た無限の魔女のわらわをただの人間呼ばわりしたか。
For a while, Beatrice continued to laugh unpleasantly and gloatingly, or maybe spitefully.
いいか、続けるぜ。続けて副賞要求。この島には19人以上がいる。
Beatrice fell silent once again. She'd probably remain extremely cautious as long as confirming the number of humans on this island might give her some large disadvantage, depending on the situation. The red has already become a foothold for my counterattacks. Now that we know this, it makes the red very risky for the witch. But if she couldn't repeat this, her Hempel's Raven wouldn't be effective. To break my devil's proof, she would need to settle the existence and number of people outside the 18 in red. That's right. She couldn't break the existence of a 19th person unless she used red. I've closed Beato in, giving her no choice but to speak in red. There really is a way to fight in this witch's game.
拒否してもいいんだぜ。お前が赤で言えないなら、この島の合計人数は18プラス X ってことになる。この X は初手で許すには相当でかい大駒だぜ。何しろ以後18人の誰にも不可能だったという根拠のトリックは。
Hold on, I need to go check that again. There are 19 people or more on this island. I think he means repeat that there aren't. Because if she does repeat that, then that's not doing what he says it's doing.
All 全て18人以外の人間 X で説明可能になる。全員アリバイ系の密室を全て打ち破れる大駒だ。
It was just like how a chess bishop can cut a thin line through enemy forces as long as there's a slight gap. It could only be effectively used on squares of the same color, but it was very good at controlling territory on the board. It looked like Beato also noticed her current plight. She couldn't just let an important piece go, especially this close to the beginning of the game. If she pulled out her red treasured sword, it wouldn't be that difficult to save herself from this. But Beato was completely aware that I wasn't expecting it, or that I was expecting it. She was afraid that a careless red truth might end up strangling her own neck, because in the first place, a witch is something that ought to be denied in red. Believe, don't doubt. Witches don't exist. Something like that couldn't exist in this world. They can only exist in the valleys between truths. They have a fragile existence curled up in these cracks, frantically trying to protect themselves from the brutal winds of truth. They can only barely exist like a mirage by surviving on falsehoods and illusions. In other words, the red, which only witches can use, is the reality that might easily deny their very being. The more they brandish their red words, the more they begin to lose, bit by bit, that crack in truth inside which they can endure. That's why they don't want to use red words and carelessly lose that crack in truth, which is based on fuzzy information. Or illusions, in other words. It's because they understand that they're gradually being cornered. Of course, that bastard will never admit it, because if she did, it'd be the same as admitting that she's something that can't exist in this world, like an imaginary number. Don't be afraid. Stay strong. I know that she's the one who's really been pierced to the bone. After all, her red, treasured sword can't be used without a lot of preparation.
どうしたよ。繰り返すぜ。副将要計。この島には19人以上がいる。
At the end of Beato's worrying, she took a single deep breath and quietly announced her refusal. I thought she'd use it, but Beato refused to speak in red, even though it would cost her victory in the opening part of the game. The important thing to keep in mind here is that just because she doesn't speak in red, doesn't mean it's not true. So, she could be holding it up in her pocket, or just anything like that.
拒否した。ということは今後、俺は18人以外の架空人物 X を何人でも使い放題ってことになるぜ。
好きにするがよい。わらわはそなたの復唱を拒否した。今はそれで十分である。拒否の理由は。
Interesting. So, she has a reason. That she can't refute, or that she can't repeat that there are 19 people or more, or there aren't 19 people or more. Because if she does repeat that, then... So we're gonna find out that there actually is a 19th person, but that it's not Beatrice. And that they're not the killer. Probably, that's my guess.
もったいぶりやがってよ。
あえて使わぬ赤もまた赤らしい使い方よ。
It's true.
そなたは赤き宝刀と呼んだよ。
You can also think of it as a red treasured sheath or shield.
愉快な例えだ。わらわも使おう。宝刀は抜かぬうちが離れ。むしろ抜かぬことによって醸せる威風というものもある。
そうだな。俺はお前がいつ赤でひっくり返してくるか常に念頭に置いて戦わなければならない。こいつはえれえプレッシャーだ。それに副将を拒否される方が辛い場合もある。何しろ俺の読みが正しいから拒否できないのか、ミスリードにはまって泳がされてるのか、区別がつかないからな。そういう意味ではなるほど抜かずの宝刀ってわけだ。
同じ突き落とすなら少しでも高いところに行かせてからに限る。まだ始まったばかり。まだまだ。この勝負は今はわらわがリザインする。淡き勝利に今はよい。今はね。
Practically speaking, the early part of the game ended with her being a sore loser. Even so, I couldn't relax my guard at all. That tension didn't fade one bit until I was greeted by the sound of Ronoe's applause.
お見事です、バトラ様。まずは序盤はバトラ様有利の展開でスタートというところでしょうか。
I wonder if this is why the difficulty is equal.
さあな、この駒が俺の手でもぎ取ったものなのか、取るよう誘導されたものかはまだわからねえな。どうせお前のことだ。俺が罠にはまり始めてるのを知ってて白々しく拍手をしてるんだろ。
まさか序盤とはいえお嬢様より一本を奪った手腕を純粋に祝福いたしております。何しろお嬢様はすぐ増長するお方。たまにはこのような刺激も良い薬かと思いますよ。
お前んとこの執事、ほんと口悪いな。
であろう？たまにわらわでもカチンとくるぞ。
それは大変に失礼いたしました。さあさあ、お嬢様にバトラ様、紅茶のおかわりはいかがですかな。まだゲームは始まったばかりでございます。ゲームを彩るお茶とお菓子はどうかこの私めにお任せを。どうぞお気兼ねなくゲームをお進めになってください。
そうさせてもらう。先を進めるぜ。これからが本番だ。
よかろう。時計を進めようではないか。ロノウェ、紅茶を頼む。
かしこまりました。クッキーはい
らぬ。ベルゼブブにあれば喜ぼう。しばし沈黙せよ。
While listening to the sound of the demon butler pouring tea, the witch closed her eyes slightly and fell silent. For some time she was deeply lost in thought, but eventually a roguish glint came into her eyes.
よかろう。わらわがどうして初手にて赤で語るのを拒否したのか。今
Already,
わからせてやろうぞ。
何？上等じゃねえかよ。お手並み拝見と行くぜ。
やはり見逃すには惜しい大駒よ。拙速かもしれぬが動かせてもらおう。赤は使わぬが、今よりそれをわらわに代わってローザが説明する。
Interesting.
聞くがよい。もちろん私も同意よ。
Alright, so next time it seems like we're gonna have to pay close attention to whatever it is Rosa says. So, we will do that next time. Until then, take care, and I will see you then.